Right, we're on. Today we're going to talk about your golf swing. We're going to get as close to your potential as a golfer as we possibly can. We're going to make you the best golfer we possibly can from this one simple tip. We're going to be looking at strike and see how you as a player can do this drill. This drill will take you 2 or 3 minutes just to get the hang of. We're going to do this drill to make you, or to try and get you into a position that best creates the most functional impact position as possible for you, the player. So this is all on you, this one. It's entirely up to yourself to adopt this, to put this into practice, to feel this, to create this motion. But it's dead simple, it's achievable, and you'll be able to see, am I reaching my full potential? This drill might just highlight that for you. Today's video is sponsored by the Dead Aim Ball Marker. The ball marker that makes it easy for you to line your golf ball up with the hole, line your putter up with the ball, therefore perfect alignment every time with the Dead Aim Ball Marker. I'll leave a little promo code up here. If you head to this website, that's where you get it. The promo code gets you a discount off there. For a very small investment, you can seriously improve your putting. So today we're trying to get you as close to your potential as a player as possible. Try to get the maximum out of your golf swing. Now in order to do that, we need to ensure that we've got a good low point control, so the club comes down on an arc, whatever that low point of that arc is. We want to be able to control that. Now if the arc of the low point is pre-impact, then we're going to hit the ball on the way back up and thin it. If it's right underneath the golf ball, then we'll clip it off the top, which is acceptable. But ideally, to get the most out of our golf, we want the low point of our arc to be ahead of the golf ball to get a good ball turf strike. Now obviously the potential of each player is slightly different because that's the level of game we're at, we're all at a different skill set, but I guess that's why we have a handicap system. A world handicap system, so we're all the same now. We're controlling low points, so the potential of your golf swing, getting the best out of your golf swing, I think is determined by where the low point can be. Now Johnny Miller talked about this, he strikes good ball, obviously Johnny Miller, and he talks about this as well, and he talks about when you take your address position, I'll take my address position facing camera. When I take my address position, my left shoulder is somewhere in space. Now I take it back, and then when I get into impact, I want my left shoulder to go back to where it was, or slightly ahead of where it was. In here. Now if I get ahead of where it was, the handle of the golf club is going to lean forward, therefore my low point is going to be in line with where the shoulder is as the club passes the shoulder. So if my shoulder is ahead of the golf ball at impact, then my low point is going to be ahead of the golf ball at impact. That would make sense, a bit of physics in there. So I take my address position, I'm aware of where my left shoulder is, and of course there's a little bit of weight goes backwards. But we don't want to go back and stay there, we want to make sure we get through. So the less weight I put back on my right foot, the less effort I have in getting forwards, or getting my shoulder back to where it was. So I take my address position, I have a little bit more weight on my left foot. Left shoulder's here, I'm aware of where it is, up the top now I want to ensure I get left shoulder back to where it was, or past that, before I strike the golf ball. Before I strike the golf ball. I don't want my left shoulder here, and I'm going to then come back, hit ball, it's obviously move back, and then go forward. That's no use. So the left shoulder has to go back to where it was before I hit the golf ball. Back to where it was or past. Back to where it was or past. Cool. So then there has to be a drill for that. It's all very well chatting about that, but we need a drill to ensure we can do that, to get the potential of our golf swing. Now everyone's golf swing's different, I totally get that. Everyone's low point's going to be different. Some people have got different build, different makeup, different flexibility, different skill set, different level of mobility. But it's relevant to the player. So if you can get your low point slightly further forward, obviously this is for irons, then the more chance we've got of you reaching the potential you can possibly have as a golfer. Very wet out there. So the drill's very, very simple. If you get a chance to hit some golf balls, or you've got a bucket of balls, this will take you seconds to get the hang of this. I'm going to take 3 golf balls. Just 3 range balls, put them in a line down my target line. 1, 2, 3 balls. Brilliant. I'm going to address the back golf ball, so this golf ball. Address that, address position. Perfect. Good, happy there. Now I'm going to take the middle ball away, but I'm not going to move my position. So my address position is not moved. I'm just going to not move my feet. I'm going to move that ball out and readdress the back ball. So now there's 2 balls with a gap in between. I'm now going to remove the back ball but address where it was. There we go. So now I'm addressing 2 balls behind the object ball. I'm then going to swing back. I'm going to get my left shoulder to go back to where it was or past that and hit this golf ball. So I was 1, 2 balls. Take the club back. Left shoulder return to where it was, which will happen if I strike this ball well. There we go. Wasn't a bad effort at all. But I could feel the body had to move forward to make that happen. I really had to get the left shoulder, I had to ensure it went towards target, making sure that shoulder went back to its original position or past that ideally. I'm using 7-iron for this. Address position, good, happy there. Goodbye middle ball. Goodbye closest ball. Now I'm addressing where the closest ball was. I'm aware of where the left shoulder is. It's pretty much in line with the golf ball now. Up the top, and then I'm going to hit that golf ball, which is going to encourage the left shoulder to move back to or past its original spot. That was really good. And so second shot, took me 2 shots to get the feel for that. So the byproduct of this is the body arranges itself to meet the ball you're trying to hit. Very hard for me now to sit back and leave right shoulder, left shoulder back, because the golf ball is now way out here. I have to get towards it to reach it. Address. Middle ball, away. Object ball, away. Address where object ball was, be aware of where left shoulder is. Back and get left shoulder ahead of that ball, or in line with that ball. Let's get ahead of where it used to be. Back. Through. Again, good strike, again body was going towards target, and therefore the low point of the arc had to be ahead of where that original ball was by at least 2 golf balls. So I've managed there to move the low point of my swing arc from ball 1 to ball 3, if you like, 2 golf balls closer to target. Now that's probably where my low point normally is, but certainly doing this drill it encouraged me or made me feel as though my body was opened up more, I was going more towards target, so therefore there was more shaft leaning forward, low point control, ball turf strike. And if you get one of these balls struck correctly, if you can strike one correctly, address position, goodbye middle ball, goodbye object ball, address object ball. Now if you can get one pure strike on this, because it's very alien, if you get one pure strike there, then that's you getting closer and closer to the potential of every strike. You could be that player. Moving low point towards target. Controlling low point, therefore controlling forward shaft lean, controlling the compression, all because the golf ball's 2 balls closer to target than it should be. Your body's naturally assembled itself to hit that now, because we've now educated it more and more. Because I'm now on ball 5, I think it is, so my body's okay. Left shoulder's doing its thing to get back to where it was or past that, which is going to make me hit this ball. Here's my best strike yet. 5 balls in. 5 balls in. So there we go, I hope that's made sense to you. Very, very simple drill. It's amazing how the body reacts to that, how the body assembles itself around a new motion, purely because they've moved ball position 2 positions forward. It's allowed me to get my left shoulder back to its original position. That is key. So when you're on the golf course, getting the left shoulder back to its original position or past that is going to control low point. Subscribe button down there, give that a click. Bell notification button, give that a click. And thumbs up button, give that a click. That's very important as well. Thank you. We'll see you next time.